What's up guys, Brad Chappell here, Crappie Connection. Got a special treat for you today. I got a good buddy of mine, Colin Ladner. Where you from, Colin?
Kill, Mississippi.
Kill, Mississippi. He's never used Livescope before, so I'm gonna walk through the whole basics on how to get on the water, what we're seeing, the very beginning steps of using Livescope. And you know what? We're gonna catch some crappie doing it too.
Man, I'm pumped up. Let's go get them.
We're gonna get them. We're here on Ross Barnett. It's gonna be a fun day, hot day, but stay tuned. Take some notes, ask some questions, post it on the comments, hit that subscribe button. Let's get it. All right, Colin, we just got the trolling motor down, and I'm gonna walk through the very beginning steps of what we're looking for on Livescope. You can kind of see the arrow on the trolling motor.
All right.
And this is a Garmin force trolling motor. You can see it's dirty with fish slime, which is a good thing. But that arrow is where the Livescope is looking at this time. It is the very beginning of the left side of the screen. So the trolling motor is right here in the corner. That's where the transducer is located, and it's looking directly away from us. On the screen itself, there's no left and right. There's only distance away from us. So everything we're seeing is not really left or right, it's all looking away from us. So if it's far on the right side, and I've got the grid system set up, right now it's set at 100 foot. So it's all looking away.
This cone is shooting directly straight out front this way.
Okay. It's like it's cutting a slice from that trolling motor straight ahead, and I'm using a 0 degree mount, which is even thinner. So at 30 foot, we're talking about 3 foot wide.
Okay.
So it's not very wide. So if we cast, and actually I'm gonna let you do a little cast. I'm gonna set it at 40 feet. 40 feet is typically where I'm especially casting, what I'm aiming for. But typically at 40 feet, let's see, right there. All right, I found your jigs right there falling. You see them moving?
Yeah.
So as you reel in the back, you can just kind of reel it. You want to keep reeling it towards that tip of that trolling motor. So however you're reeling, let's see, find you again. We kind of drift at the same time. Yeah. But there's your jigs, and you see they're moving from the right, they're coming to the left. So you can just keep reeling. We're just going to kind of reel it in. It's coming right back to us. So it's moving from the right side to the left side directly toward us. So if I see a target, my foot is kind of trained, I guess you would say, to stay on my target. So if you cast out and I still see the fish or the brush pile or whatever we're looking at the time, and right now we don't have any targets to shoot at quite yet, but if you cast and we don't see your jigs but we still see the fish or what we're casting at, which would be fish, we don't see your jigs, means you're not in that section of the picture. A lot of times I'm gonna tell you just reel it right back up. You're just gonna reel it right back in and cast it again. So it's a lot about accuracy, especially when you come to Livescope. We'll see a lot of different reactions of fish. And right here, you're asking what we can see differences of fish, but we can see these clouds right here, and those real sparkly like. That's a school of shad swimming. Anything sparkly on the screen like this, and over here's another school, and they're kind of weird shaped, but
oh, they're in a perfect line.
Yeah, up and down. That's a school of shad swimming just through this river channel. And right now we're just right dead middle of the river channel, but it's just a school of bait swimming. We'll see a lot of bait, and you can see them even across the top of the surface. Everything flickering is nothing to do with the target that we're fishing for. It's all going to be bait. So let's find some fish and we'll get started on the next step, catching. All right, Colin, we're here up on the stump, and you can see on the stump, and this is the bottom of the lake, that real bright section, and you can see these solid dots, and they're sitting right beside the stump. Those are crappie right there, and they're about 22 feet out in front of us. I don't want to get too close to them. I'm gonna try not to spook them. Big ball of shad right above them. But if you will cast about 30 feet, line it up with that. Yep, just right down through that line, and we're gonna see if you can hit it. All right, pretty good on it, I think. I want you to reel back and close your bail. I'm gonna reel back some, and we're drifting, so just stay solid reeling. I'm gonna see if we can pick it up. If not, we'll do it again. Keep reeling. You probably just shot over there. There it is. I see it coming in the picture now. All right, just do a steady reel and get the trout fisherman out of you. I can tell right here. I'm looking at it real bright. You can just keep reeling. I see the target. I barely see your jigs, and as I turn to the left some, as I move it to the left, I can see your jigs better. So I know you're a little bit left of them.
Okay.
That told me you were on a little bit left side of them, just in on that cast. Yeah. And we're moving still, so I'm gonna get you lined up better. I really want to face us into the wind and have the boat directly up on it, facing into the wind.
Helps hold your position a little better.
Exactly. It will hold that position a lot better. But let me pull up a little bit more on it. I'm trying to get that wind better on us. See, right now I've got it set up pretty much directly in front of us. And like everybody else, you want to cast about 35 feet. So if you cast over that distance, we're not going to see it. So if you cast past 40, we're not going to see it at all. And 30 feet really ain't all that far.
Okay. So
there you go, perfect. Right, yep.
See them coming down?
Yep, you see them coming down. I want you to kind of reel it back to where they're at. Just steady reel. Keep your pole right back in front. All right, stop right there a second and let it drop. Hold your hand on the reel. Start reeling now. That fish saw it. Keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling. Don't stop. Got him. Got him. He missed it.
He never bit it.
He bit it.
Really?
Yep, he come up behind it. That's why you just got to do. You're not going to feel all these bites because the baits are so small.
I got you.
They come back behind them and they just kind of suck them up. So a lot of times when I see them, I'm seeing them follow it, and all of a sudden I see them jump a little bit ahead, and I know at that point they've got that bait in their mouth. Now they spit them really, really quick, so it don't take them long. All right, we see your jigs falling.
Yep.
So we want them to kind of, like I said, kind of dive bomb them. So bring it back just a hair. All right, let it go down now. Oops, my foot messed it up. Reel now some. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. Don't slow down. Keep reeling. It went right by his face. He ignored us. But I can tell when we're really lined up on them. If I see the fish and I see how bright they are, that means I'm pretty straight up on them. And we try to have those jigs the same brightness. And if they're not quite the same brightness, it means we're not really all the way lined up on them. It's like lining up a scope on your gun. See, that's pretty lined up on them right there.
This is the hardness, the sharpness of the...
That's right. So reel back, take your pole up back over the live scope. There you go.
We're gonna let it drop.
Yep. Get you back on the screen. Good. Yep. Start reeling now a little bit. Keep reeling. Got it.
How about that?
Never felt it, did you?
Never felt it.
Let me over here. Oh, man. It got off. That's all right.
Well, man, never felt him bite.
Never felt him bite. It's crazy, I know. So they're about 22 feet right at the moment. And, yep. Getting the hang of where you're casting though. Let's see. That's pretty good there. We'll see your jigs falling.
There you go.
Right here on the screen. Yep, bring them back to them. Alright, let it drop. Start reeling now, son. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. Drop it. Yep, keep reeling. There he's coming. He's coming. Keep reeling. Steady. Got him. Whoa.
A little early.
He was close.
I pulled it away from him.
Once he gets behind you, you want to do a steady retrieve up and away from him. If you ever hesitate at all, they turn around. So it's kind of tricky. There you go. See him falling?
Yep.
About 30 feet. There's one swimming. That's a catfish there. These crappie are right here. Bring it over a little bit more. See it right there on the screen? Yep, let it drop. Drop, drop, drop. Reel it now. That fish turned for it. Keep reeling, keep reeling. Drop it again. See how lazy they are?
Mm-hmm.
It's first thing in the morning. Those went right over their head. Next time we're going to do another little trick on them. When you get over it, I don't want you to shake it violently. I want you to just kind of have that rod do a little twitching as you're reeling. Just barely make it just kind of vibrate when you're reeling. You have it right over their head.
Kind of bumping the tip.
Yep, just so slightly. And maybe we'll see where you at on the screen. Ain't too bad. Bring it right on back over toward them. Let's do it again. Let it drop there. Yep, let it keep on going down some more. You just about want to hit these jokers. Start reeling up. Keep reeling. Once he starts coming after it, a little one. Once he comes after it, I don't want you to vibrate or anything else at that point. You're twitching it or anything else just to get their attention. And once you get their attention, just do a steady retrieve. Then you want to make it easy for them to hit it. You don't want to move it too much or anything else. Okay. The whole twitching is just to get their attention.
Okay.
All right, that's a good shot. See him back on the screen. Yep, bring it back over, dive bomb him. Yep, let it go down now. Yep. Let it drop again. These guys ain't interested. Let's go find some more. First thing you do, I don't know if you noticed it yet on the screen, but I come back and I set my distance looking away from us again at 100 feet. And why I did that is just for the simple fact of because I want to see it way before we get to it, and that gives me a lot of opportunity to slow down. But you can see this is another stump right here, which I don't see anything that really draws my attention to saying, hey, this is a spot I want to fish. I see a couple, which I just hit pause, but there's nothing there that says, hey, this is loaded down with crappie, we need to fish it, so we're gonna move on. All I'm doing is running the edge of the river channel right now, an area that I know that's got some stumps that's sitting on the bottom. And I know it's a big stump here. But right here I spotted it. It's about 90 feet out, 70 feet now. And as I'm getting closer, I'm gonna just slowly bring in the screen on the distance. Now, lucky enough, I've got power brakes on the back of my boat, so if I need to slow down more, I'm gonna just bump my rear trolling motor brakes. You can see.
How about that?
Yeah, you can see I'm bumping those, and it's just like a brake in your car.
It'll slow you down back there.
Yeah, it slows it down.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can see maybe a couple.
Yeah, that's a couple big fish. Maybe some hybrids. Striped bass on there. That's all kind of fish on it. But right now I've got it in front of me, but I'm gonna let the wind pull us around before I can get us to face it again. Because I'd like to have the wind in our face as much as possible.
Okay.
Let's see, big old brush pile.
Now, do you ever find that line color affects these
No.
crappie very much?
No, not really. I mean, if I fished a lot of Clearwater lakes, it probably would, but all the lakes here in the south that I fish, you don't have to really worry about it. Let's see, I got the brush pile right there.
It's just crappie up here on the top of it.
It's some crappie on top of it, and I see some catfish in it. What I really like to see is like that corner. I can see those solid images of fish, maybe a couple right there. The only bad thing about this spot is it's pretty brushy.
Okay. So we need to keep it up above.
Yeah, we want to drop them still on them, but we don't want to bring it along the side of them. So we want to see what these dudes are. Remember to drop it down on them and then bring it up away from them. All right. So you're a little bit past there probably. So just start reeling back in some. Just slowly reel it back in. All right, see we coming on through the screen there. Reel over some more. Keep reeling. Have it dive bomb. Come up some. Come up some. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. A little faster. Keep a little faster. There's a fish following it.
I was gonna say, I felt like it felt kind of heavy.
But one of the things that I want you to do different on this shot is, you know, that time you dropped on them good, but you kept it right along the same level as they were. I want you to reel down on them, pretty much try to hit them, and then bring it up away from them. There you go. And sit on the screen. Now have it drop. Drop, drop. Reel it now. Steady. Keep going. Keep going. Got him. He hit it one time. You see, but it drew his attention changed as soon as you sped it up, bringing it back out of that pile.
Okay.
Instead of before just bringing it down with him. There's a lot of other species of fish on this thing. Drop it again. I don't see most of the fish here. Let's do it. Let's do them again. I'm gonna wait to fish till they get fired up. I'm gonna let you get them fired up, then I'll play.
Let me do it.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't mind. Might be a little bit left.
Yeah. Let's see if you see it. Bring your pole back over the rod of the trolling motor. No, I see it. Yep. Bring your pole back here. There you go. That's all about training the brain on what to do here with it. Reel it back over to it. All right, let it drop now. Get ready to reel. Reel some now. Drop it again. Drop it on. Drop it on. Reel now. See him coming?
Yep.
Got him.
How about that?
Got him. Let's get him in there. Come on, reeling. There we go. Woohoo!
That's what I'm talking about.
Love it.
Get the grease hot.
Get the grease hot.
How about it?
Perfect fish to eat on. But you see how that fish come up behind it?
Yeah. And
If you'd have, he just kind of jumped, made that one little leap. A lot of times you're not even going to feel him right now, but he made that one little leap and he jumped right up on it. Another thing I want to show guys is how I do fish throughout the day, especially in the hot summertime. You can see I've got a mixture of water and ice, and we're going to eat these fish. So we want the meat to be in pristine condition, so you put them immediately on ice water like this, and it keeps them fresh and perfect, ready to harvest, I guess you would say. That fish read the script perfectly, and a lot of times these fish, you know, you've got to do everything right, and one little mistake, they just stay there and they don't bite. You know, but we've got some more down there. I still see quite a few. All right, yeah. Bring your rod tip back over the trolling motor. See right there by him. Get ready to reel. He got his attention. Keep reeling. Got him.
I felt him bite that time.
His buddy bit it. Let's get him on in here. Yeah, keep on reeling there. There we go.
First.
2 in a row. What?
Come on.
Oh, well, I got the net messed up, didn't I? 2 in a row. Let's see if we can do 3 in a row. That would be really cool.
Mouth watering.
He's in a clubhouse. He's in the clubhouse.
Clubhouse, huh?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I know a lot of guys are thinking about settings and all that, but I'm running all that filter stuff off just so I can see it in live time. Not really there. Fish come up around, look for it. Drop it again. Oh, he got it.
I got it.
I told you. Let's put him in the clubhouse. Oh, there we go. He's in the club.
I'm gonna take the grease back.
Uh-huh. He's in the club. He's in the club. You can see even the stump on the screen there. It's kind of
Lays on the bottom like that.
it's part of the root ball of it even. Let's see if I see it. I thought I saw another section of fish off to the side there. Let's see where they're sitting on that stump.
What's this little line? You put like a drop off on it, or?
Well, you can kind of see it gets. That's where two transducers meet each other.
Okay.
It's actually with this Livescope transducer, there's 3 different beams, and that's where they're kind of merging together right in there. But we're right on the edge of a drop off, yeah.
I got you.
There's those fish. Let me back up a little bit to my right. I'll just use my brakes to pull us back.
Man, those brakes are the ticket for this right here.
Dude, his slogan is game changer, and it is a game changer when it comes to this boat control. These fish kind of left us a little bit, but
like that guy was saying this morning, the boat control and positioning seems like a huge key to this.
Man, is it. There. Some of those fish left us, which I know 3 left us. They're in the box. You can see a couple right here. Oh, well, that fish didn't lose a jig, did it? Well, keep him coming. There we go. You know where he going?
Clubhouse.
In the clubhouse. Let me get that one in the box. And guys, let me show you what baits and setup we've got on the pole here, so you can know all that kind of good stuff. This is Bobby Orland jig heads. It's the Crappie Pro jig heads. On the top right here we're using a 1/16, and this is an overbite, which is kind of a sickle style hook, and we've got them tied about, I'm gonna say 12-14 inches apart. On the bottom, this is a 1/24, and one of the reasons that we got a double jig setup is it's a whole lot easier seeing 2 jigs at once compared to 1 jig. So I like using 2 jigs at once to be able to identify and seeing them on the screen. We're using a B&M 75th series pole here. It's a 7.5 foot medium light, and let me tell you, these poles have caught thousands of fish over the last 2 years now. I have no complaints about using this pole. You can catch them all sizes when it comes to fish. I caught an 8-pound hybrid, I guess about a month ago on it actually. Using, and some of the poles I've got high vis, some of it's clear, but mainly using 6-pound K9, and it's a fluorocarbon blend line. And actually got a discount code for you guys to use for its K9 line, and it's Crappie Connection 10. And the bait itself is going to be the Bobby Garland 80-bit slab hunters. It's 1.25 inches, and man, they are just so deadly for crappie fishing. Summertime, anytime when conditions are, you know, fish aren't feeding heavy, is I always like to downsize and go to it. But this color is called Mud Dauber. They've been really liking orange. A lot of guys know I like the orange as well, but you know, we'll try some different colors and baits as we need to today. But right now, I mean, they're reacting to them good. I mean, we didn't see that last fish he caught even on screen. He felt it, so they're coming up after him real good. But we're gonna try some different colors and bait styles even today, and even a new bait that I designed that just come out called the head turner, and we're gonna see if we can turn some heads. It's something about that dropping down on them and then leaving it that just really triggers them to so.
Fires them up.
I'm gonna show you another. Oh, he got the dive bomb on there. Where's it? There. Drop it again. Reel it again. He saw it then. It's coming. Got it. Ooh. So you gotta trust your brain so much.
Yeah, and trust kind of what this is telling you. Just trust that reaction that he's
Absolutely.
gonna bite it. Yeah, that was him biting it.
It's dropping down to him.
I want that big boy.
Yep, right there. He saw it. Keep going. He saw it. Got it. Yep. He hit it. Let it drop on him. He saw it. Steady. Got him. Isn't it crazy?
It is.
It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you.
I love it.
There we go.
Welcome to the club.
Okay, we're going to just fish for a little while, and we will get back with you here in a little bit and kind of give you an update through the day.